What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Upon reflecting on some previous videos I made in the past, I came across a coaster known as Cobra that I'd done a video on a while ago that supposedly was the first single rail coaster in the world. While I won't be covering that again this time around, it did get me thinking about another coaster from the same manufacturer that I've actually had requested for some time now and seems to be a good fit for the channel. With an element so iconic, I'm sure many of you could recognize it just by the photos. Today's coaster is one that operates at a small park in Switzerland under the same name as the previous coaster. Perhaps too intense for some, it is extremely bizarre and unique and comes from the mid-2000s with praise from enthusiasts for its odd design. So what is it, and where did it come from? This is the story of Conny-Land's Cobra. In 1988, a small amusement parts and rides manufacturing firm known as PAX in Moscow, Russia, would unveil itself into the amusement industry. With its first coaster being offered just 2 years later, in current times they've been responsible for the creation of 38 coasters worldwide, and with that have provided some pretty weird things. For example, from the years 1995 to 2015, they owned their very own theme park, VVC Wheel Park, which had what some consider to be the first single rail coaster ever. I actually made a video on that coaster here if you want to check it out. Anyways, interestingly enough, according to their website, all roller coaster models from PAX have been discontinued for unknown reasons, and they no longer offer roller coasters as a product. The most recent installation was in 2017, but they themselves are still active. Despite this, of course they've left plenty for us to talk about, and today we'll be highlighting a coaster known as Cobra at Conny-Land, located in Switzerland. With an opening date cleared back in 2010, Cobra is perhaps one of the most famous attractions in the weird and bizarre categories due to its unique layout and odd elements. Starting with the backwards lift out of the station, the ride begins by lifting riders to a max height of 137.8 feet before dropping them down and sending them back through the station. This shared many similarities with the original Cobra model that I mentioned earlier, as you can see here in this video. This is then followed by a quick airtime hill into another hill that ultimately makes up a double up of sorts. Based on what I've heard, these two elements actually deliver quite a bit of airtime and seem like a lot of fun. But that's not what makes Cobra so awesome. The next element is an extremely tight high G loop that pins riders to their seats. However, despite exiting the loop and being relieved of those Gs as a lot of rides do, riders get sent straight into the first and only inversion of its kind, a scorpion tail. Given its name for obvious reasons, this inversion is known to give some of the best hang time in the world and will hang riders upside down for a total of 7 seconds. Pretty brutal. From here, the train rolls backwards back into the loop and meanders its way through the rest of the layout before coming to a stop in the station. All in all, the ride lasts a total of 1 minute and 24 seconds, reaching speeds of just over 50 miles an hour and a length of 700 feet. In 2020, the ride did also receive new trains as well, with some being switched, and best of all, a complete retracking done by Strakota, who are the primary track producers for Intamin. It is currently operating as of the release date of this video, so hopefully soon I can find time to get out there and ride this thing, and if you have, well, I'd definitely be curious to hear your experiences down below. I've talked to a few people who've ridden it, and they actually say it's pretty dang good, so I'd be super excited to try it myself. With that said, we have now reached the end of the video though, so if you did enjoy this short, brief video on Cobra at Conny-Land, please feel free to like and subscribe. Though I do like making these videos, they do take quite a lot of work, so any support given would be awesome. Of course, stay tuned for another video coming in a couple days as well, and until then, we'll see you all there. See ya!